we're going to talk about a topic that can make us feel sad about one-way love. It's very sad when one person is in love and the other doesn't correspond with the same feeling. And we usually feel sorry for that person who suffers this emotion. We try to reassure her and encourage by telling things which may not be real, such as giving her unfounded hope that maybe the other will eventually fall in love, and this makes her suffer even more. Hope closes our eyes to reality. It's easier to wait while maintaining an illusion than to recognize and face reality and move forward with freedom. Unrequited love can also be between two people who were already in a relationship, and as one walks faster than the other, grows up, the other stays in the same place, and their level of experience and personal growth um, they end, and they don't already see each other with the same eyes. And when that happens, it's very difficult to accept the real situation, as it's easier to go to the past and look for that love that never was, to sustain a relationship that doesn't exist anymore. Also, there are situations in which you fall in love with a person and already imagine the relationship with her or him, and that person is not in love with you and sees you as a friend. It seems that we are used to suffering, because if not, why would we need that one-side love and a person who doesn't love us? When love is not reciprocated, that means you have fallen in love from your emotional side for loneliness, sadness, replacing your former partner, or for another reason. And so an emotional dependence was created there. The person who is in love suffers from this emotion, this emotional addiction, and the other, as is not in love, is calm and balanced in his world. And what is the true love? Love is the very strong and deep connection between two people, between two souls, two hearts that vibrates on the same level. And this strong feeling is impossible to deceive, cover, invent, or buy. It is an authentic, natural, and true connection that has no conditions or rules, nor age, nor nationalities, nor laws. There is only desire. True love is when two souls flow into one river, but if one soul there is water and in the other there is a little or it's empty, what will happen? You cannot create love when one is full and the other is empty. That is, if one offers love and the other doesn't. So, if this is your case, do you really want to spend your life loving someone who can't give you the same? Someone who can't fill your desire and your heart with love? So, it is not a real love, but a love story made by your ego. You will not be able to deceive nature by showing that love is real when it's not. And if in the end you manage to have this person next to you, eventually this person will die by your side. You will not be able to flourish or allow the other to do it, because love is when you give and you also receive, and creates energies that make us vibrate, and this way keeps our bodies healthy and young. But this essential love is not always possible, especially if we live from our ego, because there are situations that can cause us fear of not following the social scheme imposed on us. Sometimes we ignore this love and don't give it the opportunity to live and grow, which has a negative effect on our life, our health, and our use. After reflection on all these situations, the question that arises here is why one-way love happens. If you try to analyze and see more deeply, if you stop thinking and going around, accept the situation as it is, you'll be able to see that this person is going through your life for some reason and has a very important message for you. But as you are in love and in this emotional block, you cannot see it. Every person you know in your life for a short or long time has a sign for you. Maybe this person was an important person in your previous life, and you hadn't finished something there. And if you don't fall in love with this person, you might not be able to see this message that is giving you. Therefore, the universe sends you this strong emotion, because if not, you couldn't clap eyes on that person. But falling in love You give him the power to review you what you have to try to discover and understand. Each person is a teacher, and everyone is on different level of experience. We always meet each other for some reason, and we have to learn to see this. Love must not always be reciprocated. It's only a very strong energy that attracts you to that person to learn a lesson. You may have found this person just to have children, or to be able to separate from a person with whom you haven't been happy for a long time, or that person has woken you up and make you see things that you couldn't see before. And even maybe after this lived experience, a new person will arrive. The person that you could never have been able to fall in love with if you had not lived this unrequited love. Thus, it turns out that one experience takes you and connects you with another. You have to learn to understand why you have fallen in love with this person and what experience it brings you, so as not to harm your health and not waste your energy or something that is not really there. If you know that this person doesn't love you, wake up and get out of this emotional block. Try to understand why you are living this experience right now. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask your strength, your energy, and everything you believe in to help you open your mind and understand that what that person has for you and why you have met him. Sometimes you need time to see it clearly, and as long as you can see it, accept the reality as it is and live your life without spending your energy and mental and body health. And that will help you to see things clear, and maybe to see another person who really loves you, but you couldn't see him because you were totally focused on this person who didn't love you. This love was only a fantasy, exists only in your mind, in which you played a role and the other played a completely different one, and not in the same story which you had invented. To move on after one-way love, you shouldn't avoid that person, but you have to look into his eyes to be able to see what he wants to convey you. And in this way, you will cure this such as intense emotional dependence. However, if you are avoiding looking into his eyes, you are avoiding see the reality. Learn to love yourself. If you want to meet a person who may already be waiting for you, but who doesn't come because you are busy trying to get someone who hasn't really come into your life to love you. Therefore, the ideal is that this person loves you because he wants to love you, and not because you are the one who wants him to love you. A real, unconditional, essential love makes you bright, enlightens you, gives you life. This is what we shouldn't ignore, what we have to live and feel. Only in this way we can be fully connected to the universe, where there are just pure trust, love, and calm. See you in my next video. Peace.